Hello, I'm Nivrajendra, and this is the Embodied Ayurveda podcast. Here, you receive high level, authentic, and comprehensive Ayurvedic and yogic insights so that you can truly level up your wellness practices and profession. Like, leave a review, subscribe for more. So, today I'm going to do a little reading for you. I'm going to read out from the Radiance Sutras, the life work of Lorin Roche. It's a contemporary interpretation of the timeless universal meditations of the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. The 112 contemplative meditations, known as both yuktis and dharanas, unfold as a sacred exchange between the divine masculine as Shiva or Bhairava and the divine feminine as Shakti or Bhairavi. This sacred teaching was revered by the great sages of Tantra, and I get to read some part of it to you now. So we start with the Banter verses. The Bhairava Tantra is framed as a conversation between lovers, Devi and Bhairava. Devi is the creative energy permeating the universe. Her nature is power, strength, and might. Bhairava is the infinite consciousness that embraces her. In the initial verses, Devi is speaking from within her awe at existence. She assumes the body of a seeker of truth and dares Bhairava to reveal to her the secrets of yoga. Rising to the occasion, Bhairava accepts her questions as beautiful and invites her to accompany him on the path of intimacy with all life. In verses 1 to 23, they converse back and forth in this way. So I read out to you the English, not the Sanskrit. One day, the goddess sang to her lover, Bhairava. Beloved and radiant Lord of the space before birth, revealer of essence, slayer of the ignorance that binds us, you who in play have created this universe and permeated all forms in it with never-ending truth, I have been wondering. I have been listening to the hymns of creation, enchanted by the verses, yet still I am curious. What is this delight-filled universe into which we find ourselves born? What is this mysterious awareness shimmering everywhere in it? I have been listening to the love songs of form, longing for formless. What are these energies undulating through our bodies, pulsing us into action, and this matter out of which our forms are made? What are these dancing particles of condensed radiance? What is this power we call life, appearing as the play of flesh and breath? How may I know this mystery and enter it more deeply? My attention is enthralled by a myriad of forms, innumerable individual entities everywhere, flashing into existence and fading away again. Lead me into the wholeness beyond all these parts. Do me a favor, my love. Let me rest in your embrace. Refresh me with the elixir of your wisdom. Ravish me with your truth. Bhairava replies, Beloved, your questions touch the heart of wonder, the path of intimacy with all life, weaving together body and soul, sex and spirit, individuality and universality. This is my cave of secrets. Your inquiry has led you here. I feel your fingers on my pulse. Come with me. Leave behind everything you know. The teachings about me are a light show put on by celestial musicians, as beautiful and insubstantial as clouds. Elaborate rituals and garish images may be useful in meditation when your mind is whirling with thoughts of sex, money, and power, wandering like an elephant on heat. Go ahead and use these tools. Yet no, beating drums and blaring trumpets cannot summon the one who is already present. I am not a collection of incantations known only to experts. I am not a ladder to be climbed, a sequence for piercing energy centers in your body. I am not to be found at the end of a long road. I am right here. All the stories about me are like tales you tell naughty children. The goblin is going to come gobble you up, or else some soothing fables mothers spin as they hand out sweets. Leave these fantasies behind. Let me tell you of the luminous path. I am beyond measure. I cannot be calculated. I am beyond space and time. I am beyond ancient and beyond the future. There are no directions to me. I am always here. I am the embrace of your most intimate experience. Though I am beyond the intellect, I am not beyond your daring. I am the nourishing state of fullness that is the essence of soul. You belong to me, and I am yours. My nature is spotless, completely uncontaminated. I am not covered up, not even by 1 billion galaxies. So who is there to worship and adore? There is no one to appease. Sacred texts sing of my reality, but I cannot be found in them, for I am the one listening. I am always closer than breath. Heat and fire are not two separate things. They are just verbal distinctions. The goddess and the one who holds her are one and the same. We are inseparable. The way to me is through her. I am everywhere, infusing everything. To find me, become absorbed in intense experience. Go all the way. Be drenched in the energies of life. Enter the worlds beyond separation. The light of a candle reveals a room. The rays of the sun reveal the world. So does the divine feminine illumine the way to me. She who shines everywhere sings. You who hold the mysteries in your hands of will, knowledge, and action, reveal to me this path of illumined knowing. I long to merge with you, be filled with your nourishing essence. Lead me into joyous union with the life of the universe, that I may know it fully, realize it deeply, and breathe in luminous truth. We now move to the Yukti verses. In the body of the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Bhairava articulates 112 yuktis, or yoga meditation practices, for opening to the divine mystery within everyday experiences. The practices begin in verse 24 and continue to verse 135. So I'm just going to read for some more time. Let's see how many we get through. The one who is intimate to all being replies, Beloved, your questions require the answers that come through direct living experience. The way of experience begins with a breath, such as the breath you are breathing now. Awakening into luminous reality may dawn in the momentary throb between any two breaths. Exhaling, breath is released and flows out. There is a pulse as it turns to flow in. In that turn, you are empty. Enter that emptiness as the source of all life. Inhaling, breath flows in, filling, nourishing. Just as it turns to flow out, there is a flash of pure joy. Life is renewed. Radiant One, the life essence carries on its play through the pulsing rhythm of outward and inward movement. This is the ceaseless throb, the rhythm of life, terrifying in its eternity, exquisite in its constancy. The inhalation, the return movement of breath sustains life. The outgoing breath purifies life. These are the two poles between which respiration goes on unceasingly. Between them, is every delight you could desire. Even when the senses are turned outwards, your attention on the external world, attend also to the inner throb, the pulsing of creative energy within you. Entering these turning points where the rhythms of life transform into each other, breath flows in, filling, in this moment, drink eternity. Breath flows out, emptying, offering itself to infinity. Cherishing these moments, mind dissolves into heart dissolves into space, body becomes a vibrating field, pulsating between fullness and emptiness. At the end of the exhale, breath surrenders to quietude. For a moment, you hang in the balance, suspended, in the fertile spaciousness that is the source of breath. At the end of the inhale, filled with the song of the breath, there is a moment when you are simply holding the tender mystery. In these interludes, experience opens into exquisite vastness with no beginning and no end. Embrace this infinity without reservation. You are its vessel. Follow the path of the life force as she flashes upward like lightning through your body. Attend simultaneously to the perineum, that bright place between the legs, to the crown of the skull, and to that shining star place above the head. Notice this living current becoming ever more subtle as she rises, radiant as the morning sun, until she streams outwards from the top of the head into all-embracing gratitude. Thus, become intimate with the life of all beings. Trace the river of life that flows through you, the luxuriously rising energies, gradually touching each of the centers along the spine. Savor every shimmer of color along the way. Enter each area tenderly, loving as you go. Finally, gently dissolving in the crown of the head. Then above, in the space above the head, the great dawn. Let your attention glide through the centers of awareness along the spine with adoring intent. There is a song to each area of the body, resonating in sweet vortices, long rhythmic vowels and hums. Ah and E, Om, hum, resounding on and on. Find the harmonies emanating from the circulation of life energies. Listen to these as sounds, then more subtly as an underlying hum, eventually as most subtle feeling, then diving more deeply, dissolve into freedom. Rest the attention easily in the forehead, in the eye that is made of light. Cherish the delicate energies glowing there. Allow attention to inquire upwards into the radiant space above the head. The small self enters delicious omnipresence. This it remembers and knows as its truth. Gradually, the luminosity of that truth fills the body to overflowing as it rises through the crown of the head into a shower of lights. Let's stop there. Thank you so much for listening to me as I move through this beautiful reading. This was some part of the Radiance Sutras, and this is the Embodied Ayurveda podcast. I'm your loving host, Niv Rajendra. Follow me on Instagram, Your Health Compass. Till next time.